If this video found you, this message is for you. Keep watching. Hello, mystical light beings, and welcome to another Lena Mystic video. Today, we're going to do a reading about your career. What's going on with your career? Is there any messages that your spirit guides have you for your career? Is there anything to look out for? Is there anything to embrace? Is there anything new happening? All those questions can be answered in this reading. So if you found yourself here, then just know that this reading is for you. If you clicked on a thumbnail for a reason, or if you felt drawn to clicking it, or this is the next video that played on your playlist, go ahead and keep watching because there is a message in here for you about your career, your career life. There's going to be 3 different groups. This is going to be group 1. This is group 2. And this is group 3. And in the comment section or the description box, I'm going to put the timestamps for each group so that you can pick the group that you picked. If you feel drawn to multiple groups, then you can listen to multiple groups. It is all a part of your autonomy and your choice. Just intend that the messages that are for you are being received by you by this video. Let's go ahead and get started. So once again, group 1, group 2, and group 3. Let's do it. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. Already, I can tell that you are trying to make big money moves. Like, I'm talking something huge. So, let's try to figure out what exactly we're doing here. It looks like some of you may have an entrepreneur mindset where you want to start a business, a nonprofit, you want to help people. I'm hearing something about you like to help the homeless as well. Something about you liking to help the homeless. Maybe you feed the homeless. Maybe you've been to a couple of kitchens. Maybe you really feel for the homeless. Maybe you, I'm not exactly sure why homelessness is popping up. Maybe you have been homeless before. And this is saying that everything that you are desiring is definitely possible. My nose is twitching. So you may have a clair gift, like a clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizance, and it's like you're being drawn towards a specific direction that you haven't seen much in your life or in your neighborhood or around you. I'm also hearing drink more water, which is very random. Seems like when you are trying to make your ideas happen, you don't take really great care of yourself. And that's the balance that is needed right now for you to take care of yourself and to create the dreams that you're trying to create. It's really good for you right now to sit in the quiet, which is something I don't feel like you get often, or some of you get way too much of, like you are not connecting to your community. There's part of you that is, it feels like you all are, how do I say it? And this is not an offensive thing to say, but it seems like you all are sort of impulsive and you get these ideas and then you're like, I gotta make it happen. But if it doesn't happen within a certain time frame, you move on to the next thing. And this is saying be consistent with what you're trying to make happen for you, your family, your loved ones, because it is possible. And you just need to focus in your gifts and keep making these things happen. It seems like a lot of the things that you have been working on have been very close, or you have seen some rewards from them, but you kind of step away from it once it starts moving fast. This could mean that you are really good at manifesting things, but sometimes you're not quite ready for what you manifested. It could be too much. It could be too overwhelming for you. Let's actually start reading the cards because I want some clarity on exactly what's going on. So turning in, this is saying that it's really good for you to connect in your own space, in the quiet and the calm, so that you can listen within and find out what is necessary for you to do for your next step. Group 1, this is telling me that you do have a lot of clair gifts, clairsentience, clairaudience, claircognizance. And what does this mean? This means that not only are you an empath, but you literally hear stuff, you feel stuff, you experience stuff on a spiritual level. You live in between realms. I'm hearing some of you have seen people die, or you have had a near-death experience yourself, or you have a disclaimer, this is a lot, but you may have tried to commit suicide. And this is telling me that you are a survivor, you're a warrior. And oh my gosh, and then the creator coming out tells me that because of how close you are to the veil, what you've seen in your life and how you've lived your life and the struggles that you've seen and you helped people through, or you tried to help people and they couldn't find their way out. You have created so many different paths, so many different avenues. It's almost like psilocybin underneath the earth, and how it has all these channels that it connects to all these things, and it's seen differently from each community, different people. And this is telling me that you have so many gateways, you have so many communication gateways, and you have so many channels open. This is telling me that, one, you need to protect your channels. You need to intend that you're protected, and you can speak to your guides, angels, and those of light and spirit, and say, I am ready to let any energy that's trying to get to me get through you first. I'm ready for you to protect me. I'm ready for you to help me make these decisions. I'm ready to co-create with you. Spirit is ready to co-create with you as well. Nine of Summer says, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled in a magical time of life. So remember, we were talking about how manifestations can come to you very fast. It's time that you turn in so that you are ready for it when it happens this time. Something big is happening for you. I'm hearing for a lot of you within the next month, I'm hearing in a month or in 3 months, something that you've been working on with the consistency that you've been putting in is going to increase, or it's going to develop more, or you're getting some type of reward from it. It's going to look different for each of you. Some of these gifts could be monetary. Some of these gifts could be just like a contract. Some of these gifts could be a confirmation that you get. It's going to look different. Integration is reversed, which tells me that this is, the energy is like really strong. I don't know if you all ever sit in your own energy and you feel like you're shaking, like going like this, but you're really just standing still. This is what this reading feels like. It feels like there's anxiousness, there's excitement, and there's a rush. It feels like adrenaline is coming through. Adrenaline is loud right now. So this could be the industry that you're in, like quick pace things, making sales, not knowing what your next paycheck is going to look like, but having faith in the process. Integration says that, number one, you need to learn how to integrate your skills, your life skills that you have into what you're doing, but you also need to not integrate your personal life into your work life. Now, what does this look like? This looks like not telling people at work what's going on in your personal life, because people can have good intentions, but it could possibly be intentions that are just not good for you, if you get what I'm saying. Like, they're not necessarily having bad intentions, but it's just intentions that aren't aligned with you. This feels like a practice that you're doing. Okay, it's showing me a snake biting its own tail. And this also is a sign to not, like, integration could be a good thing, but you have to know when it gets to this point where the snake is eating its tail. So what does that mean for you? You have to ask yourself, what does that mean in your specific circumstance? Or for a lot of you, I'm seeing that it's almost like drinking poison. There's things that you do or you say or you interact with, and you know it doesn't feel good at work or during your career or whatever you're doing right now, work-wise, and you keep feeling like it's not right, you keep feeling like it doesn't feel good, and you continue to engage in it. So this is saying, do not bite your own tail. Make sure that you know when the integration stops. Make sure that you have clear boundaries. Make sure that you know how to be your authentic self, but also not sharing too much with the wrong people. Patience. Remember, we just talked about how things are like jittery, moving really fast, and like overwhelming. This is saying be patient with the process, because this is something that will have longevity to it if you take your time with making sure everything is developed properly. I'm here to make sure things are developed properly, because this also says your dream needs a practical plan. So this is saying you also need to draw out things before you make a plan for it. This is telling me that you, if you're an earth sign especially, you need a schedule. You need a schedule, and you need to stick to it for at least 3 to 6 months, and then see how it fits for you. And if it doesn't fit very well, you can tweak it, you can change whatever is necessary, but you definitely need a plan. This is also telling me that you need to create a vision board. Vision boards are really good for you to stay focused. What are your goals of the week? This is not saying that at 12 o'clock you have to do this exact thing. This is saying, what are your goals for today? What are your goals this week? Because it seems like a lot is on your schedule. You may be going to school and work. You may be taking care of several children. You may be taking care of several pets. You may have several jobs. Whatever it is, it feels like you have a lot on your plate, and it's not going to be easy for you if you continue to just do things on the fly, if you do things impulsively. And I'm getting a lot of impulsive energy from this group where you just do impulsive stuff. Like you may pick up a new topic, you may pick up a new task, knowing you have 30 tasks already on your schedule. Drawing out your schedule helps you to stay organized and understand what you have space for. Boundaries appears to be a big issue for you, but we need to get the boundaries in place. Then you have the sun. This is telling me that you really can manifest what you're looking for and what you want. But like I said, you have to get organized. You have to get focused. What is it that you want, and how do you want it to work out? And how can you integrate and segregate in a way? Like, how can you integrate your talents into your daily routine and what you're trying to make happen for you, but how can you also separate your personal life from your work life? With the creator and the master, this is telling me that you learn things super fast, which is why you move on from one task to the other, because you're so good at just about everything because you suck up knowledge and information. How you can apply this, angel number 444 for you. Your hard work is paying off. But how you can apply this in your life is, oh my God, when I saw angel number 444, I forgot what I was trying to say. Oh, but how you can stay focused in your life is by making sure that you pick something and you really master it, you get good at it, and you develop a specific skill. So pick one skill that can integrate multiple skills. That one skill that can integrate multiple skills that does make you feel happy, that you have been doing consistently for years, but you haven't done it. You haven't given all your energy to it, basically. It's like something that you may have been looking at, finding an interest in for years, but now you're saying, I want to buckle down, I want to focus on this, and I'm just going to focus on this because this is something I've been the most consistent with. And I'll stick with it. I'm going to master it. This is telling me become a master at what you do. Become a master at what you do. Oops. Then we have Beyond Illusion. Okay. The other message that I just got, and that's why I was kind of silent for a second, is you're putting money into some things that may be unnecessary for you right now. So try to be cautious about what you're putting money towards. Some of you may feel like to make this goal happen, you need to buy something. And I'm hearing specifically, you don't. You have everything that you need. But if you want to put things on your wish list, if you want to put things in your cart, go ahead and do that. I'm hearing it will be paid for. It will be paid for. Maybe that's a grant is being accepted for you. Maybe a scholarship is being accepted for you. There's some money that will cover it, or you're going to get a check for something. It's basically telling me reciprocity. It's saying when you get the money for it, yes, you can use it, but you also need to be smart with your money. You need to have a practical plan. You hear me? Like, have a practical plan. This is saying just because you have it all the time, or like you think you're going to have it, or you have it right now and you're scared that you're not going to have it anymore. This is saying make sure you have a plan, because you really have everything that you do need right now. And that's what Spirit is telling me. You have everything you need to make this goal happen, to make this thing happen. So just trust that. Know that it's going to happen. Like, for example, if you want to put something on your wall right now to make sure that your set or your company looks better, or you want to buy all this paint, this is saying you don't need that right now. Like, just start from the ground up and be okay with starting from the ground up. And I can tell that you don't really like that. You like being in a great place before. Ooh, I'm kind of like belching. But you like being in an extremely great place. You like being in an aesthetically pleasing place before you share it with anybody, or you whatever. It's just like, for example, if somebody is like, oh, I need this 4K camera or something, I need this thing to make sure I can do this, like, use your iPhone. Use your iPhone until you start making the money from it, and then you could pay it off. That's the reciprocity. Beyond illusion, this is saying it's going to happen for you. It's going to happen, and you've seen things happen in your life where you're like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. It's not that you take it for granted. It's that you get bored with it. Like, you actually, I'm gonna be real with you. This is kind of like some Aries energy here. You really like to build things from the ground up, but you like them, like I said earlier, to look really aesthetically pleasing. But this is telling me that you really like starting new things. It is spontaneous. It is exciting for you. It's an adrenaline rush. Okay, the message is coming through. I was wondering why I kept seeing adrenaline. But you like the adrenaline rush that comes with it. Don't be afraid that if you're in the same routine to do one thing every now and then, that is exciting, that is different, a boost, a giveaway, doing something out in the community to help people. I'm still seeing a lot about homelessness. I cannot figure out what that is because I feel like it means different things for you. Maybe, like I said earlier, maybe you were homeless, or maybe you support the homeless, or you're trying to help the homeless, or you have a lot of empathy for the homeless. Some of you are going to be creating nonprofits or homes or shelters for people that are less fortunate in a phase in their life, because you know what that feels like. You know what that experience is like, and it's something that's near and dear to you. Some of you, I'm hearing veterans, like you support veterans, especially homeless veterans, and you're trying to help people find their place in life because that's something that you struggled with. So this is a really good sign to keep doing what you're doing, but buckle down on a plan. Buckle down on a plan. Create a list of things that you want to do. Create a business plan. Okay, I'm hearing business plan. Create a business model. Start writing to people, telling them what your purpose is and what you're doing. Create a newsletter. Like, start getting people riled up with this newsletter and excited about what's to come. I'm hearing yes to blogs and writing. I'm hearing yes. Let's just start there. Career, yes, especially in entrepreneurship or intrapreneurship, where you're helping business models to grow and expand. This is a great sign. All of this is a great sign. Definitely integrate more of who you are into your company, your brand, or whoever you're working with. But remember, boundaries are important. Boundaries are important. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this. I hope it resonated with you. Put a money bag in the comment section below if you're ready to make this big money, y'all. Big money. Big things happening for you. Very magical. And if you don't have a money bag for the comment section, go ahead and put just money or the money symbol, because this is looking good for you. It looks like you're going to be very abundant in the next few months, and that you are becoming a master at what you do, and you're becoming really good, and people are noticing that and seeing that. And I'm seeing a flood of positive things happening for you. First step, turning in, figuring out what you want, writing it down, affirming to yourself, and developing your plan. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. Push that bell for post notifications so that you're the first to know when I post a new video. And I'll see you in another one. Bye. Hello, Mystical Group 2, and welcome to your reading. This is red jasper for those of you who do not know, and it's beautiful and it's really great for grounding, and that could be something that is needed right now for you in your career life to get more grounded. Okay, the control came out, and then so these were actually reversed, so I'm going to keep them reversed, and then we're going to kind of feel for what it means. A lot of the times reverse cards mean the same thing, but it's just a different, more tough love type of conversation that comes with it. I'm going to shuffle a couple more cards just to get more of a feel of what's going on. It seems like you have some stubborn energy. You could be a fire sign. You could be a Scorpio. You could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Oh my God, that's actually a lot. That's like most of them, okay? But whatever. I'm basically saying that this is not because of your sign. This is just like your sign can contribute to it. And it seems like you're not seeing things for what they really are. And you're being stubborn in the way that you see them. This is telling me, now the full card usually means something different. And it kind of means the same thing that it usually means, but it means something a little different right now. It's saying that somebody's trying to keep you from going off the ledge and being, I don't know if it's impulsive necessarily, but you're like taking an unnecessary risk when things can be easier for you, and someone's trying to help you and support you during that. The burden. Okay, so it's a lot of heavy energy in this group, and do not click out, because I know how people like to click out when they hear things, but I'm actually going to help you through this. So this is about working together as a team. It looks like it's a little hard for you to work together with other people because you think people are stupid. All right, guys, I could tell this group is funny. This group is funny, and we would have a good time together. But it seems like you kind of feel like common sense is not common, and you're getting sick and tired of it. And even though common sense is not common in this specific situation, it seems like a conversation is being had, and you actually can't see the intelligence in the conversation that someone else is portraying, because they usually do say stupidity. But this is something that you should listen to. Somebody's giving you guidance in your career life. This is something that you should listen to, because things are being set in place, things are being set in stone for you. And this could be like somebody saying you do have to do this to get this, and you're like, I don't, like, no, I'm not doing that. And you're kind of just stubborn. You're like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. And I understand, because it feels like there's some energy there that this person or this group of people haven't always been super honest with you. And it's like, you don't want to be played the fool. You don't want to be played the fool. You want to make sure that you're not putting yourself in a situation where you're doing unnecessary stuff. But it also looks like you're like, I could just do it myself. I could do this myself. I could make this happen myself. And in a way that's foolishness. But to you, it feels like it's foolishness to work with people, because you don't feel like people are gonna do it the right way. This is high Virgo energy that I'm feeling when it comes to this. Like, I know which way I want it to be done, so I'm gonna do it. I clean a certain way, I cook a certain way. It's like a lot of rituals that you may do or you may have in your life, and you feel comfortable in those rituals. But working with these people, this group, this whatever in your career life seems like it's just not, like, I don't want to do this. And I'm seeing bumblebees, I'm seeing bees. So whatever this that someone is talking to you about, part of the reason why they're not being as honest with you is because they don't think that you're going to be able to listen to what they're saying, because you usually like shut things down, and it makes them feel like they are an idiot. And okay, this message I feel like is so specific, but like I'm trying to lean more into it, and I'm trying to trust my intuition as well in this process, because I told myself I was going to be more specific during readings. And this is not a general one. This is like actually very specific. And I want you to know that instead of shutting someone down, ask questions. Like, actually ask them questions about what they're saying and what they're trying to do. Especially with this card, and I just looked over here, it says inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic, Princess of Winter. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo, child, or adult. So this is people that are in your life that are trying to tell you something. And this may be a message that you've heard from multiple people. It could be somebody trying to tell you something about yourself, and you're like, whoa, hold up, because I got a lot of stuff that I need to say about you too. Blah, 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 blah. And it just feels like this is the point in your life where you don't have much control, and you're used to having control in a situation. But this time period is all about working together. This is about teamwork. And it's saying, don't let your pride get in the way. You know, don't let your pride get in the way, because this is something that you have to learn. There's something that's happening right now that you have to learn, especially with the Three of Wands coming out. This is saying this is a learning period for you. It's like you're in a class, or you're doing a new industry, a new field. And it's not something that, it's like you may be the oldest one in the room or something, or feel like you're the wisest, or you have the biggest diploma or certificate. And it's just like, Like, I know what I'm talking about. And I'm hearing that in this conversation, nothing's going to come of it if you're not able to listen. So this is really saying, whoever's watching this group, listen right now, because you may be feeling like you're going to be played the fool, but you're not. Like, this is something that you can learn from. You have to be open to what's, and you may be looking at this card like, maybe they're saying nothing's going to come of this actual job situation. No, that's not. I literally heard that from some of the energies, and it's like, no, listen to this. Like, don't be stuck in your way. Please. And then schizophrenia coming out, that's a pretty dramatic card, but this is basically saying, like, when you get stuck in your own way, you can create scenarios. You can create, like, narratives that aren't necessarily true. And this is saying, just have an open mind. Have an open mind. The burden is saying that, like, this is a few things, but I'm just going to explain it this way. It's a lot of carrying each other on each other's back and carrying, like, the load on one side. For example, this could be like one person handling the financial aspect and another. It's like two people working for one company, and it's only the two people, and the other side doesn't understand the other side. And it's like, Joe doesn't understand Lisa. Lisa don't understand what Joe does. Y'all need to understand what each other is doing and how to work together. Because let's say Joe can't come to work, and now you got to do these meetings or something with Joe's people. You got to be ready for that. This is also saying we are the world. This tells me that collaboration is everything right now. You guys have to work together. And the only way to work together is to have good communication with one another. That is completely necessary right now. Emotions are running high. This is telling me things get heated. Like, conversations can get overwhelming. And it's like corporate shadiness. Emails that are going back and forth, and it's just shady. It's giving petty libel. Okay, that's what we call it. Balance spirituality and practicality. Yes, you can use your intuition in a conversation, but sometimes what ends up happening is you're using some of these past instances in your current situation, and it's more of a trigger than it is a current circumstance. I'm hearing you're tired. I'm hearing you're not eating as much. Maybe you're getting hangry at work or something like that. Make sure that you're eating breakfast. Make sure that you're eating lunch. Make sure that you're eating dinner. You may be there for long hours a day. A time to give rather than take. So, okay, so this is saying, to me, this is saying that when, like, this is basically a time not to talk as much. This is a time to not give as much advice as you used to, and just really learn and listen right now, because this is something that's new to you. It could be like an old business or old company that's going in a new direction. It could be new leadership. Something new that's something new, like executive rules, something that's being implemented that's new, and you're like, I'm not in the mood for this. There is a way for you to turn this situation, even if it is crappy, into something beautiful, because you are magical and you have the capabilities to turn nothing to something. I'm hearing that a grandparent may have taught you that or really a parent that was much older when they had you may have taught you how to turn nothing into something, or maybe they had you as a super independent child and you were learning how to create something from nothing. I'm yawning a lot, so this is like a big channel. This is a big channel, and this message is definitely for you. And then innocence coming out is even more confirmation and synchronicity, because this is saying you got to get back to that childlike stage where you're asking questions rather than judging like an adult would. You have to be curious. I'm hearing be curious like a cat. Be curious like a cat, where you have strong reflexes if anything needs to pop off. If anything happens, you have the strong reflexes, but you're also curious about it. It's time to take action tells me that it's not time to move right now. This is reverse. This is saying it's time to stay here and listen. Listen, especially with angel number 3 popping out too, with 3 of Wands. This is the only tarot card. Well, this is the only mystic tarot. y'all definitely need some rest too. And it feels like you need to breathe. Like you need to breathe. Like when people are talking and stuff, you just need to breathe, because I feel like there's something boiling in you where you're like, this is stupid. This is so irritating. Like it just feels like you got your fist behind your back. Like I just want to punch this person in the face. Why does their face look like that? And you guys are really funny to me. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm literally laughing with you, because I understand your frustration when you're dealing with people that you think are not the smartest, and you feel like these people are new to something and you're like, well, I know how to do this. It's very weird when you're dealing with people who are new to the industry, but they're trying to change everything, but you're rooted in ancient traditions, ancient norms, and you're like, well, this is the way, but the world is changing. Someone's trying to teach you the way of the new world, and it's time to listen. You don't have control in this situation right now. The only control you have is how you respond and how you move forward. And this is telling me that there's a lot to learn right now. So put on your learning hat, be open to learning, ask questions, not questions that you know are gonna make people feel stupid, okay? Because you're so smart. And you know, some people feel stupid when you ask them certain questions. Ask it in a tone that's loving, like a tone that you would ask an animal, a sweet little innocent puppy or something like, why would you do that? This is going to lead to a lot of harmony in your work life, in your career life, because you are starting to understand that everybody is one. Everybody is interconnected. And you are also not judging yourself as much when you feel like you don't understand something. This is teaching you self-compassion. This is teaching you self-love, self-acceptance. And that's completely necessary for you right now. When you start learning that self-acceptance, self-love, and self-compassion, I don't know why those just flipped out of my hand like that. That was crazy. When you start learning those things, you are naturally going to practice it in other areas of your life. And if I keep pausing, it's because I can't stop yawning. Like, there's different ways that I channel energy. And sometimes when a lot of energy comes through, it's either a yawn, my nose will start itching like crazy, or my head will start itching like crazy. And it's just an excess amount of energy. For you specifically, it's a yawn, which tells me that deep breaths are increasingly important during this new shift in your life. You have a different shift in your life than you're used to. And I actually want to pull some Alice in Wonderland cards. So let's see what we get. Clock time and a pressure rush. Okay, so you're just moving too fast. Like, this is a learning phase, and there's no need for you to be an expert at what you're doing right now because it's a new phase. This is saying that once you start listening and once you start connecting to everybody, you're actually going to find this is a good community. This is a good community of people. All in the golden afternoon. Okay, so all in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. You're going to bring birth to a new version of yourself, and this environment is going to be different. It feels like you're decorating your office, or it's like a lighter office now, or a different building that you're moving to. It says investigate, look closely, ask questions. What the heck did we just say? In the beginning of the reading and throughout the reading, ask the questions. Ask questions. Think before acting. This is saying be inquisitive. Have wonder in yourself and slow down. It may feel like a rush of things. It feels like a lot of phone calls or a lot of things going on. Don't be afraid to ask somebody, okay, how should I respond to this? Let people help you as well. And that's what reciprocity looks like. It looks like you helping people, them asking you questions, but you also being able to be in a space where you can ask them questions too. So this is a beautiful space, because I don't feel like you're used to that. I don't feel like you're used to people being able to help you, which is why you're so in control of everything, because you're super independent and you've learned that. I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, and pause before action. So these kind of go together, because this was telling me that you were moving too fast, and then this is saying pause before you act, and then this says think before you act. So no action before understanding what you're doing. Falling, the unknown, descent, momentum, change. This is bringing up the full energy again. This is saying that something new in your career is changing. It could be a different position that you have, a different company you'll be working for, a different way of doing things in an old environment. And this is saying the change will set you free. So allow yourself to not know everything. And this is actually a sign too that if you're annoyed with people having you overwork and stuff, is because everything comes so natural to you. Everything seems so easy to you. And it's because you wear things so easy. Like people are like, oh, this is so easy for you. No, I'm actually overworked and I'm tired. I'm overworked and I'm tired. But the reason being is because you figure it out all the time. People are putting more on your plate because they feel like it's easy to you. So keep asking these questions. They're going to notice that you don't know everything. They're going to notice that you are learning different things. They're going to notice that you are still learning, and they're not going to put too much pressure on you. And this is perfect, especially when you're transitioning into a new environment. So don't be afraid to be new to something. Don't be afraid to be a student right now, because this is setting you up for success. All right, and great things are going to happen for you. I'm so here for it. This was kind of a tough love reading, but it was also a lot of love in it, telling you that you've got this. I'm seeing big moth, big butterfly energy, and I saw bees as well. And I also saw 420, which just tells me to make sure you're balancing home and work life. Make sure you're balancing what's going on in your life well, and that you have enough time for yourself too, and you're taking good care of yourself. I love you guys so much, and I truly do hope this reading was healing for you and a revelation for you. If it was, go ahead and put some hearts in the comment section below so that I know that you feel the love and you understand the love and you understand the reading. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, you share with somebody who may want to watch this, and subscribe. And make sure you push that bell for post notifications so that you know when I post again, okay? Love you guys so much. Bye. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. This is just a rock that my son picked up and he gave to me. He thought it was pretty cool. He does that pretty often. He's such a sweet kid. And I love that he can see beauty in things that he sees every day. And I think that could be something that could be significant for your journey, to see the beauty in all things and all experiences. Let's see what your actual reading says. Oh, I love this. You have big fairy energy. Okay, boo. You have big mystical, magical, I'm talking like even vampire, werewolf, but calming energy, like the healing of the pack, the healing person, the light spirit, purple aura, green aura, a lot of heart chakra energy here. A lot of, I can lay hands and heal somebody. When people often give me hugs, and it's long hugs. I give the best hugs type of energy. And I love that. Even at work, like you feel like the mama, papa, auntie of the pack or the group of people. You feel like it's giving unk. And even if you're super young or anything, it still gives unk. It gives auntie. It gives you cook for people, you bake for people. It gives you have candy on your desk at work, or you would be the type of person that would do something like that. It gives the art teacher of the group. You're probably like, okay, like, why are we talking about this? But I'm just trying to connect to you guys and what your energy is overall, to let you know who you are, because I feel like people don't often say it to you, and you don't really know who you are or what you look like to other people. But this is telling me that you need a confirmation of who you are and what you do for other people in these different groups that you're in, whether it be at work, whether it be at home, whether it be at somebody else's company. So let's get into this. So it looks like something is shifting work-wise. All right, so we've got a lot of new cards, okay? So we've got a new relationship or emotional experience. And because we're talking about career, this has a lot to do with career. With some of y'all, it's going to have to do with your actual spouse or somebody that you're dating. Maybe you're dating somebody at work. Let me see. hearing also 1111. This is telling me a lot of changes are happening right now. And then with this saying let go of the past, it's saying that with you moving on to a next phase, moving somewhere, moving to a new building, a new state, you're going somewhere new when it comes to your career life. Maybe you just started a new career a year ago or less than a year ago, or you're looking at starting a new career. This is big energy for starting new. So it's a positive for starting new. If you're looking at something new, this is a yes, do it. If you've already started this new thing, then this is saying that you need to let go of what you're used to and start getting used to learning this new phase that you're in. It says let go of the past and ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. So this is so a lot of y'all are going to be leaving the company that you worked for, or you got let go, or it's time for you to just find someone else to work for, or it's time for you to rebrand is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a lot of different things. A lot of different people will be watching this, but overall this is going to connect to you because this is saying that regardless, something new is changing when it comes to your career life. I am hearing a lot of you work for like a corporate job and you're kind of tired of speaking corporate language, or you feel like you have to be a professional person to work there and you're over it. Like you don't want to wear uncomfortable clothes anymore. Ooh, it feels like heartbreaking. Lots of people, you don't even like being around a lot of people and it just feels overwhelming. This says loving, comforting, emotional, intuitive. Listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others perhaps too much. Okay, that makes sense. So remember when I was saying you're the type of person that gives the best hugs at work. You're the type of person that just like really warms people up, or maybe through your job you do that. This is saying that it's a little bit too much. Like it's just too much because I don't think that you're consciously protecting yourself. People are telling you a lot of drama that's going on in their personal life, and this is telling me that you have to kind of like put a hold on some of that. And it's not cutting people off while they're talking, it's just like really locking into whatever you're doing. This is saying that you really need to protect your energy because it's draining. It's like once you get home you could be a little bit more snippy with people in your life, and you're starting to get a little empty. It's telling me you're getting empty. So when it comes to the changes going on in your life, especially when it comes to work, it's saying plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience, and patience came out twice. So have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. There's going to be a particular thing that you're working on, and it's really going to work out very well in a lot of different areas. I'm talking like one thing after the other. You are getting the hang of things and you're excelling at your task. And some of this is going to be because now you're focusing a little bit more on your own energy and how you want to develop the things that you're doing at work. And because you're not giving as much to other people, you're able to put more of it into your work and into your home life. So this is saying protect yourself. Don't give out too much to people. Don't let people tell you too much, because you're so empathetic that it's going to stick to you, and it's almost like a leech. Like I'm hearing it's a leech on you. There's somebody leeching from you at work. Set boundaries. This is not saying that this person is a bad person, but they're definitely overstepping boundaries because they never sit long enough to hear you talk. And maybe they have once or twice, but it's not often. Especially because they think everything is so easy for you and everything comes so natural to you. They don't ever leave space for you to express anything to them. They kind of cut you off, or they start talking about their own stuff. And this is just not healthy for you. Compromise came out too, and I just recognize this as soon as I was talking about that. It's like this person doesn't know how to compromise, but it's time to set a more workspace boundary with them. We're doing work, and you don't need to cut them off or anything, but just like get back on subject afterwards. And the first time it may be weird for them, but after a while they'll start to get the picture. Guidance. This is saying you don't need to give everybody guidance right now. You don't need to hook everybody up. This is feeling like some people send you their work and then they kind of ask you how to do it, like they think you're ChatGPT or something. You're not ChatGPT, so there's no reason. Like, tell them to look it up. Like, this is saying you got to be a hard ASS at this point. Like, you really have to set these boundaries because people are using a lot of your energy, and they don't need to. It's like it's easier for you to do it. They think it's easier for you to do it. No, it's actually not. It's taking away from the stuff that you should be focusing on, and you've been kind of not completely suffering, but some of your tasks at work or some of the things that you're working on, you get a little distracted and you're not doing it at the best in the best way that you could be because you're doing everybody else's job. This feels like the group of people that's doing other people's job. Like, you should be getting paid more for this. The energy is gaining momentum. So wherever you work, whatever you're doing, even if you work at home or you work with a small group of people, but like very intensely, or you have your own business, the energy is gaining momentum. This is telling me that things are about to pick up. So things are going to get harder for everybody. And you really need to lock into what you're doing because you don't have time to be messing up what you need to be doing and making everybody else's stuff perfect, and they're still getting paid for that. You don't deserve that. Like, if you're going to be doing other people's jobs, you need to be getting paid at least $10,000, $20,000 more. Jeez, a lot of cards just like flew out. So this is saying there's a lot of healing that you need to do. There are things that you've learned in the past, and you can use those to your abilities to make sure that whatever you're working on excels. This is really time to lock into yourself. The courage is all about boundaries. So with this card saying courage, this is about having those proper boundaries. Like having the courage to say that I'm okay with not being needed by these people. Like, I still feel like I serve a purpose. I still feel like I'm important. Even if I'm not helping every single person figure this out. Like, that's not your job. People are hired to fulfill their job, period. Even if your boss or your leadership is asking you to do somebody else's job, it's a no. It's a no. And you have to have enough courage to say, well, I don't have enough time on my plate to do my task. It's somebody else's, period. Morality. It's also immoral for people to be asking you to do things and not paying you for it. And the reason why you feel burnt out is because you're not getting anything in return. You're giving, and not getting anything in return. The source. So this is also telling me that you need to recharge with the source of all things. And part of how you do that is also setting boundaries in your life, making sure that people are not overusing you. Transformation is telling me a lot of things in your career are going to change for the better because these boundaries are helping you to understand your job better and helping you to understand yourself better. And then it's going to heal your love life as well. So some of you who are not dating, or some of you who are having issues in your relationship, these things are going to get better. It's going to get steamier. The celebration is telling me things are going to succeed so much because the people at your job are actually starting to learn their job because they're doing it. And then you are also able to have your free space, your free time. And this just feels like freedom. Like, it feels like right now you're in bondage. And control. This is saying that things can still get done right without you. This is saying this is something that you need to accept. Things can still get done right without you. And that's okay. People can learn their jobs. You can't be everywhere all at once. You can't do everything all at one time. You have to do what your job is and focus on that. So career life, this is just telling me to focus your energy in on what you are supposed to be doing and let your free time be your free time. Let yourself be free because this is going to manifest a lot of creative ideas, it's going to generate a lot more income as well because you're able to do things stronger and better, and people are going to see that. You're going to get rewards for that. I'm hearing within a year, you're not even going to be where you're at right now. And that can mean based off of your position. It could be based off of how much money you're making. It could be working for the same company. Probably not. There's so many different things that are happening right now. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying the ball is in your court. You do have the choice right now. You can decide to keep living life the way that you are right now, or you can decide to live it differently, to have more freedom, to have more space, more vacation, more time to yourself and for your love life and for your children if you have any. This is saying that you deserve this freedom, but you have to make the choices. Ten of Swords is saying you don't have to struggle anymore. You don't have to struggle anymore. And the sad part is a lot of these people that you are here for and you're supporting are not that supportive for you. The last two cards we're going to leave off on is Princess of Pentacles. So you got the Knight of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, the Sun. I love these cards together because this is really telling me overall the ball is in your court. You have so much control in this situation right now, and you have a way to find stability in your life and more light in your life. So just choose how you're going to do that and what it looks like for you. Maybe you need to do it slowly. Maybe you want to do it quickly. Maybe you're over it. Maybe you love being needed. So figuring out like how you can still be needed by other people. Just figure out what works for you. You have full autonomy in this situation. What I would recommend is really just setting the boundaries first with people. Like when you're at work, we talking about work. We focus on work. I really don't have time to hear about Joshua and what he got going on. I don't even know Joshua. Joshua is like, what, your third cousin once removed? Why do I know about Joshua? Like, this just feels like it's too much. It's too much, okay? And I think I'm going to pick some affirmations for you because I do feel like you need them. And I don't feel like people speak love into you a lot. I mean, the most you might get is a thank you. And to be honest, thank you don't mean nothing sometimes if you keep using me, you know? Like, you can't just keep using me and say thank you. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. I need a little bit more than that. And I know that you ain't judging nobody, but still. All right. Oh, wow. This was reversed. This is a strong message. So I'm going to do this one first. This says, I will always rise. It's saying, yes, you will always rise, but you don't always have to choose the hardest way to do things. You don't always have to put yourself in situations where you have short time constraints or harsh time constraints where you got to do this person's task, your task, and several other people's, and you're responding to other emails that have nothing to do with you. Why are you even on that email thread? Come on now. People need to learn boundaries. Greatness is my right. The way you get to this greatness is by protecting yourself and knowing what is your task, being able to have discernment with what's going on in your life and where you want to be, you know? Like, if you want that job, go do that job. If you want the job you have now, stay focused. This is telling me you need to stay focused. And then this is saying, I am divine, and you are. You're divine whether people need you or not in their task. You have this job, this career for a reason. Those of you who are looking for a new career, things are going to work out. You have to believe in your greatness. You have to believe you're intelligent. You have to apply yourself. Apply yourself. This is saying, I am motivated. So you're working towards that motivation. I feel like you lost a lot of it for a little while because you were being needed too much. But this is saying you can be motivated when you protect your boundaries. And I create my own song. I learned from the bell bird. My voice is unique with value and its contribution to this world. So the job that you're already doing, that is good enough for you to be celebrated. That's what that's saying. What you're doing is already good enough to be celebrated. Who you are, you're already good enough to be celebrated. You don't need to do more. You don't have to do the most. You're good where you're at. Right? And if this message resonated with you and you're a huge empath, I want to see some blue hearts or some, some water in the comment section below. Like if you have a wave or any form of water, the beach or something, put that in the comment section below so I know that you received this message and you are ready to protect yourself as an empath and you're ready to take this next step in your career, your love life, and other different areas of your life. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share with somebody that may enjoy this video, and subscribe. And I also have a membership on YouTube to further subscribe to see videos before anybody else can, which is pretty cool. So if you want to join that, make sure you look on my profile and you click that and you sign up. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.